Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, October 12th, 2023. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. Today's dispatch brought to you by My Store. Go to mystore.com, enter in the discount code SAM, and get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. Give them a try. I know you'll like them. Now, to the news. Senator Rand Paul came out yesterday and revealed that the United States is still funding the Taliban and the Palestinians. When asked why, Rand Paul responded by saying they think that somehow when you give money to your enemies, it makes them less of an adversary. Now, that reminds me of the billions of dollars in cash that Obama sent to Iran, the $6 billion that Joe Biden just released to Iran. Senator Paul makes a very good point. According to Bitcoin Bullion and BS, September's PPI inflation unexpectedly rose to 2.2%, above expectations of 1.6%. Core PPI inflation rose to 2.7%, above expectations of 2.3%. That means that the PPI inflation now has gone up 3 straight months in a row. The numbers are jigged, they are manipulated, they are falsified in my opinion. Grocery stores and gas stations is how a lot of inflation should be calculated, but they're not included in that formulation. So it doesn't surprise me they've gone up. Real numbers, probably much higher than that. According to Zero Hedge, U.S. oil exports hit a record in the first half of 2023. They went up to 3.99 million barrels per day, up nearly 20% from the first half of 2022. That's encouraging news. Does that mean that we're going to start drilling here more? Does that mean we're going to start becoming energy independent again? Well, I hope so, but it probably won't be until 45 comes back into office. But I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see how it progresses. Representative James Comer came out yesterday and said that transcribed interviews contradict the White House's and President Biden's personal attorney's public statements about the discovery of classified documents at the Penn Biden Center. He has now requested transcribed interviews with 5 current and former White House officials. All of this that we're seeing in the news, not only the wars, but the cyber attacks, it's my opinion that it's used to distract us from the things that are really important, which this is one of them. Is there much more disclosure coming? I think so. How quickly? Your guess is as good as mine. But let me know your comments. I'd love to hear what you think on this. And then Senator Rand Paul again, with a calm and logical take on the situation happening in Israel. He suggested we should wait for the facts to come out, determine exactly what is going on and who is responsible, and then Congress should decide how the U.S. moves forward. Words of wisdom. I think a lot of people and organizations react instead of respond. And, I've given the analogy before, reacting versus responding. When you react to something, it's like taking some sort of medication and your body reacts to it. You get welts or you swell up or whatever. Whereas responding, when you take something and it's working, they tell you that you're responding well. There's a big difference between reacting and responding, and I don't think we can respond properly until we understand all of the parameters of what's gone on in Israel, at least as much as possible. I again, still do not believe that the Israeli defenses were so inadequate that they couldn't determine what was happening on their borders, their sensors, their overhead drones. Something suspicious is going on there. And now, as I've said before, I would keep an eye out for Taiwan, China, North Korea, South Korea, because my guess is there's probably more coming, at least more they're going to try and allow to come. But again, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. UAW, the United Auto Workers, is expanding or has expanded its strike to Ford's Kentucky truck plant. This adds another 8,700 workers to the picket lines. They're in a bit of a pickle over there. don't know all of the details of what they're trying to negotiate, but another 8,700, that's a big deal. And then lastly today, the leader of Hamas just called Muslims around the world to embrace a day of global jihad this Friday. That's tomorrow. So, as you all know, I'm not a fearmonger, but I am a proponent of being prepared. I've said it many times. Keep aware of your surroundings. Keep a level head. And everything will work out fine. I expect there to be some sort of action here in the U.S., whether it's tomorrow or a week from now, I couldn't tell you. But I always think level heads make good decisions. So I would encourage you to think logically, be prepared, and don't be afraid. That's what they want. They want you to be afraid, and don't be. Just continue to live your lives. Be positive. Know that the patriots in America, in my opinion, are way ahead of the game. I don't think we have anything to fear. So that's all we have for today. If you're looking for non-toxic, non-chemical hair care products, go to neilnaturopathic.com, enter in the discount code SAM20, and get 20% off of your entire order. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And as you know, I would encourage you to subscribe to my Rumble channel. That's rumble.com/Sam Shalhoub. And if you need to send a message to me directly, you can go to samshalhoub.com and send me an email from there. So in the meantime, I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk again soon.